Wolves 0, Arsenal 2. Let's do the player ratings. David Raya, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. 3, I think 3, 4 very good saves today. Didn't really make any mistakes at all today. I think he handled the couple of corners they got well. And I love his energy as well. With Ramsey was the same. I definitely loved Ramsey's energy as well in terms of the way they really want to keep a clean sheet with Gabriel and Saliba. You can tell how badly they want to keep a clean sheet. And for most of the season, I mean, I don't think you keep a clean sheet because of one player. It's a collective. Like the left back has to be good, the goalkeeper has to be good, the midfield has to be good. You have to defend from the front. And out of all those clean sheets we've kept, Ray has been. You look at a couple of games where Ray has been the best player. Look at a couple of games where Gabriel has been the best player, and they do help each other out as well. Sometimes Ray makes mistakes, and you can see Gabriel and Saliba working to help him out and stuff. Today, Saliba gave away the ball in a bad position. I think Raya made a save from that one. He helped him out. And you can tell like they're like, listen, don't worry about it. Didn't concede. Let's go on. Gabriel against Liverpool, I think he made a mistake. No problem. Get going as well. Don't put your head down because they've been really good, man. Like, how many times have you really felt like Arsenal is going to concede goals? It's not too often, man. And if you go back again to 5 years ago, there's no chance that they've been keeping clean sheets like this. So I'm really, really happy that Saliba came back to Arsenal. Really happy that Gabriel is an Arsenal player as well. And Raya keep on improving, man, because he's going to be our goalkeeper for next season. I think Ramsey is going to leave, so let's just move on with it. David Raya, 8 out of 10 for today. Gabriel, 8 out of 10. I think the first half alone, he made like 4 tackles. He was incredible. Didn't let any of the players past him. Decision-making was great as well. They didn't really give away too much of the ball. And second half as well, I think there's a time Gabriel was shouting at Havertz. I think Havertz, I don't know if he was asking for Havertz to foul the player. I don't know what he was asking for. But I think Gabriel made a challenge from that, and you can tell how badly he wants to keep a clean sheet. He was incredible, and some of his passing as well, really good. So Gabriel, 8 out of 10. I love him, man. 2 years ago when we were fighting for top 4, remember when Gabriel was picking up red cards and silly yellow cards? Like these days, another thing is discipline. How many times do we see Gabriel and Saliba picking up yellow cards? I think they have like 4 yellow cards at most in the Premier League. Like he's no longer at rush and giving away penalties like he was doing 2 years ago. Very composed. Probably one of the best defenders in the league this season. If you're to make a team of the season, you have to put Gabriel and Saliba both there. Van der Ven has been good, but he's been injured. Van Dijk has been okay, and he's still made a few mistakes this season as well. So for me, Gabriel and Saliba. I'm giving Saliba an 8 out of 10 because of the composure and the passing and all that in the second half. I wanted to give him a 7 because he almost gave away a goal in the first half. If I was giving halves, it would have been a 7.5. I've given all 3 of them an 8, but I think Ryan and Gabriel are better. But I'm going to give him an 8 because second half, he was not really making any mistakes. He was very composed a few times. The defenders were surrounding, the strikers were surrounding him, and I was like, pass the ball, Saliba, don't make any mistake right now. And he's very composed, man. His runs towards midfield as well. He's not scared to get on the ball. If you compare to whoever was playing there 4 years ago and you had Holding and listen, I don't like talking badly about even players who've left Arsenal, but it's the truth. Chambers does not play a game for Aston Villa. Holding does not play for Crystal Palace. There's a reason, and they were playing for us in a title race and stuff. So that is a little bit scary. And in terms of on the ball, I'm sure most of you would agree. There's no way, like Saliba and Holding, in terms of getting on the ball and running with it and passing, Saliba is miles clear. Same with Mustafi was playing in that position. Same with Saka was playing in that position. Like Saliba is very composed on the ball. It's lovely to see. So 8 out of 10 for him. Kiwior, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 now. I think it's a little bit unfair because I said Saliba, because Saliba and Kiwior, both of them made silly mistakes in the first half. Kiwior as well. The chance that they hit the post, it came from Kiwior not dealing with the ball, and that could have cost us. I think second half, Saliba had a better performance. That second half, Kiwior sometimes was running forward and giving away the ball too easily, but he's still part of the team that kept a clean sheet. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Ben White, I'm also going to give him a 7 out of 10. I'll rewatch the game and see if I'd give him more. But in terms of attacking these days, Ben White has really improved. He gets forward a lot, puts in the crosses. He's not scared of going forward. Some games we look like we won't score a goal, and all of a sudden, White looks like our best bet for a goal. Like he gets forward so many times and puts in some really good crosses. So Ben White is in my top 3 Arsenal players for me. Like my best Arsenal players, Ben White is in the top 3. I absolutely love him, man. Absolutely love him. He's always consistent. He's durable. He's always there for the 3 seasons he's been at Arsenal. He played that for us at centre back for a full season, at right back for 2 seasons, covered for Tomiyasu when he's injured last, and he's made that position his own. If you ask Arsenal fans for a starting lineup, most people would have Ben White there. So that's a compliment to him. And opposition fans asking for Ben White to be chosen for the England squad until he refused and all that. So he's been really good. 7 out of 10 for him today. Midfield, Declan Rice, in terms of carrying the ball forward, he was really good, both at when he was on number 6 and even after Partey came on. And he also had a couple of shots from outside the box. Declan Rice, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I think he was really good today. Back to the Declan Rice that we know. He was back to the Declan Rice that we know. Comfortable on the ball. Sometimes he even looked quick, getting the ball from defense and getting with it forward. Long legs, you can't bully him off the ball. One of the best signings. I think I can already say is top 3 signings of the Emirates era already. I like, for 100 million, none of us is even talking about the price. Really, really good. I think he's worth every single penny. Another fantastic performance from Declan Rice. There's a couple of games he has struggled this season, like against West Ham and I think Bayern, but most of the others, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Fantastic signing. So 8 out of 10 for him for today. Kai Havertz. A lot of people already talk about Kai Havertz. Now, first half, I watched the first half in detail because I knew a lot of people will talk about Havertz. He did get off a couple of shots. He was making some good runs into the box, and I think he got off like 3 shots or something. He was trying to do a Van Persie kind of volley and stuff. Those runs are really good. The quick passing, there's a couple of times in the first half you're playing some really neat football. Trossard, Odegaard, Havertz, and they were moving the ball very quickly, so I loved all that. Yes, sometimes it does give away the ball. I do understand that, but when you start telling me today Havertz's performance was a 2 out of 10, I'm like, against Bayern, I agree. But today you can't come and say Havertz was a 2 out of 10 performance, because it was not. It was not. Yes, there's a few times you watch it and you're like, nah, but I think most of it was good rather than bad. Should he have been subbed off? I probably agree. Yes, 70th minute, yes, sub him off, bring in someone energy-wise and stuff. Did he get a yellow card today? I don't think so. But for me, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. So I don't agree with today Havertz was completely terrible. Sell him. Not today. You can say that about when he played against Bayern away from home the other day, but not today. Odegaard, I wanted to give him a 7, but he scored the goal. The play that we had in the first half and in the first 20 minutes of the second half, they were really good. The ball movement between Odegaard and Havertz and Rice and Saka, they were moving the ball quickly. We were getting into some really good positions at the time. Saka had the ball on the right side and gave it to Trossard. Trossard was really good as well. And then he scored a goal later on, and then very good finish, actually. So I added that to an 8. So 8 out of 10. There's something that has not been completely there in the last couple of games from Havertz and Odegaard, the pressing. Because one thing that I really love from Odegaard and Havertz is the pressing from the front. The last couple of games I haven't been pressing that much. I don't know if it's because they're tired or I don't know. 8 out of 10 for Odegaard for today. Mainly for that goal, I gave him an extra mark. I was about to give him a 7 out of 10. Forward, Trossard on the left side. First half, he was really, really good. I actually think, you know what? I actually think Trossard was really good first half and second half. But I feel 9 out of 10 is too high. I feel like 9 out of 10 is too high. 9 out of 10 is like Rice versus Man United, or which other game? I think it was Jesus versus Sevilla or something. 9 out of 10, you need to do a lot. But Trossard, let's talk about Trossard first today. The goal was really, really good. Before that, he created a few good chances as well. He was trying some through passes to Jesus. I love the runs. Most of the second half, he was actually on the right side, doing stuff on the right side. He was making runs in behind, which I love to see. Saka was picking him out. Sometimes we're getting in the box, Havertz, Trossard, and Odegaard, and taking a bit too much time to make a decision. But I think today he was really good. Trossard, probably, I'd say top 2 performance this season from Trossard, maybe even his best performance this season. And the goal was really good because we really badly needed that goal. If it was 0-0 at halftime, it could have been concerning. But today, Trossard was really good. He got subbed off around the 71st minute. Decision making at the end, and maybe he could have gotten an assist or something. But I am going to give him I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10, but if I was giving Havertz, it would have been 8.5. But definitely strong candidate for man of the match for sure. Probably I would vote him as the man of the match. I'd nominate him with a few defenders as well. I think the likes of Gabriel were really good. So 8 out of 10. Thank you for the super chat, IK. Thanks, Len, for this live. I much appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it as well. And think you've been a member for 39 months. I appreciate it as well. Ateta in. What a way to use your member. What is it called? Your member comment or something? 39 months member comment. Really good. Really, really good. Thank you, okay. Thank you for the super chat and being for a member for 39 months as well. So let's go back to the player ratings. Who's next? Saka. Now, I do think Saka was definitely better than he was against Bayern Munich and against Aston Villa. Especially in the first half, he was getting on the ball more, putting in a couple of good crosses, could easily have had an assist today. Second half, you can just tell he's quiet. These days, it's become so hard to give Saka a rating because I don't know if it's just tiredness or just 3-4 players marking him at the same time, making it hard for him. I just don't know. For today, Saka, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Again, mainly because Odegaard and Havertz and Saka, they're getting an extra point because those first 20 minutes of that second half, they were moving the ball so quickly. They were passing in between the lines and we were getting into the box so swiftly. Yes, they were missing a few chances, but in terms of quick play, that's the best we've seen probably since we played Bayern Munich in that first half at home 2 weeks ago. 7 out of 10 for Saka for today. Who was playing up front? Jesus. His energy helped us get that first goal. In the second half, a few times he was getting those chances, and I was like, just shoot the ball. You can tell he likes to play like a Brazilian street footballer, where he's likes to dribble past 2, 3, 4 players at the same time. But I love the energy and the enthusiasm in the first half, where he helped us get the ball for the Trossard goal. And when he was playing, he was playing as a number 9 today. But if you watch the game as a overall, Jesus was playing like a winger, Havertz was playing as a 9, and Trossard was coming back in midfield. The rotation is really good. Like in terms of rotation, those players have it like here, like they have it in the tip of their finger. Like the way they move so many positions. Sometimes they look on the pitch and Trossard is on the right side. They're like, okay, who's on the left side? You find it's Havertz on the left side. Jesus has come back to midfield. Like the way they move around, the way they communicate in terms of position, that's really good. Something that we rarely say these days is, I know people say Zinchenko's out of position against Aston Villa, but most of our players, most of the time, 95% of the time, you're never going to say like, oh my goodness, who's in that midfield position? It's so open, or who is in this left position or whatever. All of them, they rotate very well. They communicate very well. Sometimes Kiwior goes forward, the ball gets there, Rice is there already covering for him. Like they're very good at that. So that's a compliment to the managerial team and what they do in training. I'm going to give Jesus a 7 out of 10 for today. We needed that fast goal and it was big for us. So 7 out of 10. I don't think I gave anyone below a 7 today. I don't know if you guys agree. Raya 8, Gabriel 8, Saliba 8, White 7, Kiwior 7, Rice 8, Havertz 7, Odegaard 8, Saka 7, Trossard 8, Jesus 7. Who came off the bench first? It was Partey. I think he helped us like cut those the attacks they were trying to have in the last 20 minutes. He was only on for 20 minutes, so I can only give him a 6 out of 10. Partey, who else came on? Martinelli. Martinelli had a couple of chances. The first one was really good run, very good save from the goalkeeper. The second one in the last second of the game, I think he should have scored from it. So a 6 out of 10 for Martinelli as well. Is there anyone who came on? Anyone else? I don't think so. So 6 out of 10 for both of them. I don't know who's going to start at left back against Chelsea, because I think Palmer or Madueke is going to be in and around that position. If Palmer plays as a number 10, Rice is there or Partey is there, I have no problem. We're going to be able to deal with that most of the times. But if he's playing on the right wing, I think he probably started Tomiyasu. I don't know where he was. Tomiyasu was not even on the bench today. Please don't tell me he's injured again, because the only time Tomiyasu is not on the bench is another injury. I'm just hoping it's not, because if it's another injury, we might actually need to buy another defender. I didn't want a defender at the end of the season. I want everyone to stay. If Timber is fit, Tomiyasu is there, White is there, Gabriel, use Kiwior as centre back, Saliba, that's absolutely fine. Maybe move Zinchenko to midfield as well. That would be fine. But in terms of Tomiyasu getting injured, if he's injured again, you just never know, because what if you start next season and Timber gets a red card and he's out for 3 games, and then you're playing Man City and Liverpool. You go back to Zinchenko playing at left back. We don't want to get ourselves into that position again. So I don't know. Maybe that's why they're still looking for a fullback, because of the injuries. So yeah, Arteta today, what am I going to give him? A solid win, 2-0, another clean sheet. Another record, I think in terms of clean sheet, we've been really, really good. Actually, let me read a few stats. Arsenal have kept a clean sheet in 6 consecutive away league games for the first time in their history. That's crazy. For the first time in their history, we've kept 6 clean sheets in a row away from home. And 4 of those teams, against Burnley and Sheffield, you would expect it, yes. But against all the other teams, West Ham away from home, it's not easy to go there and keep a clean sheet. Man City, obviously, I think we're the first team to keep them from scoring like since 2022 or something. Clean sheet, or 2021, something crazy like that. Brighton clean sheet away at their place, really good. Wolves clean sheet away at their place, really good as well. So fair play. At for today, starting lineup, he started Havertz in midfield. I'm sure most of us didn't really like it, but when it works, we just move past it. But when it doesn't work, you have a lot of answering to do. Solid win. We got the 3 points. Nothing to complain about. We just got the win. Just get the win and get out of there. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for today. Another clean sheet, a clean sheet record. Really good. Another stat. Fewest touches in the opposition box in the Premier League home game this season. Wolves only had 6 touches in our box today. That's a joint record this season as well. Like, we just didn't allow them anything. That's why the likes of Gabriel and Saliba are picking up 8 out of 10 in the ratings.